Hi. So today I want to talk about something we recently built, and while it's known as segments, today I want to take an opportunity to explain what our vision is, what the use cases are for these segments. If you, I'm going to share a screen and I'm going to walk you along so that you have a clear idea. So if you go to Sahai and there is a section called segment, you can click on it. You will end up on this page. Essentially, segment is basically a part of a total universe, and I'll explain what I meant by that. So a lot of times when you're looking at sales data or some sort of reports or some sort of analysis you're trying to do about your business, you do not want to take a look at all the customers, all the medicines, all the distributors at the same time, but you want to have a very specific view on certain types of customers, certain types of distributors, certain types of medicines, and so on and so forth. So instead of going to each and every page and trying to set up a multiple filters and things, and those filters are a lot of times not efficient, not enough, not sufficient, we decided to give you something what we call a segment. Here you can create some segment of a particular universe, and you can only use that to analyze the things. And I'll give more examples now. So imagine I am interested into sales data of last 1 month, but for the products that are only from Cipla. Now, in this case, it's easy because you can go to report and you can just click on manufacturer and filter it out somehow. But imagine I said, I only want to take a look at maybe Cipla and Zydus and Torrent, and I only want to take a look at tablets, not capsules or injections or anything like that, or vice versa. Or I only want to take a look at products that are Cipla and are in tablet or something and has a margin of more than 25%. Maybe they qualify as a generic or something. Now, if you even if you try to set up filters like this in every sales report that you do or purchase report you do, the problem is it becomes very, very repetitive task for you to do this every time. So what we decided is you can actually create a segment that is basically a Cipla products with a high margin with a tablet formulation, and you can name that segment accordingly, and you can use it anywhere you go in the sales listing, purchase listing, reports, all that things. Similarly, let's say you're trying to find out the distributors that you want to deal with in terms of autopilot purchase system to select distributors. Similarly, same thing, you are interested in exploring more distributors to work with, but you are very heavy specific criteria as well. For example, they have to have a GST, they have to be in my city or maybe another nearby city, and they have to have a good rating system as per eVitalRx. They have to have a CSV available to them. Their batch accuracy has to be accurate. So you create this little segment and then you fit that segment into autopilot purchase. So in the short book, we will only select the distributor that qualify for this segment. So segment is nothing but a subset, a smaller set of a total universe available. Usually that is three things: medicines, customers, distributors, and also manufacturing company, branding companies. So these are four or separate segments that we can think of that you can use at different various systems. So I'm going to show you something here as an example. When you click on segment, creating new segment, there are some options. For example, medicines with Schedule X, top rated distributors in Ahmedabad, distributors with due amount. So you can click on any of them if you want to if you like this already. If you don't, then you can actually create your own. Let's create your own. Then you will say distributor, patient, and medicine, and then you can select the distributor. And imagine, so I will say Gujarat distributor with top ratings, right? And I can say, then there are rules here. So one rule is the state. So of course the state here is Gujarat. I can select that. And as you can see on the right side, you will actually be able to see how many out of 98,000 distributors data do we have. 9,000 are from Gujarat. So then I want to add one more thing, say the ratings. The ratings has to be greater than say 3. And I apply again. And then once I apply, I can refresh this number. And out of that, about half of them has more than 3 ratings into Gujarat. I can add one more. CSV has to be available. Yes. And then I can refresh this thing. Out of that, 1,000 distributors has CSV available. Now, I can save this segment. So as you can see, This is here. This is refreshing every day automatically, and out of which now you can actually take a look at. So for example, if I go to Sahai Autopilot Purchase Distributor Selection, I can actually add a segment. Say Gujarat, I want Sahai to give me the suggestion of distributor, but I want that to be only from this particular segment. I do not want to use 98,000 distributor data that we have available. I only want to use it from a particular segment that I have created. So that's one way to do it. Of course, there are other ways you can use segment. If you go to sales listing, for example, in the customer page we have. So I'll go to customer list. My bad. And if I go to customer list, I can go to customer filter, and there's a segment filter. So let's say I've created a segment. If you saw, one of the segment was churned customer, that is the customer that are not coming to my store anymore, but I have payment dues. So you can actually create a segment like that. So patient with new balance or anything like that, you can actually create a segment. And if I create a segment and I apply, my customer list will be actually filtered out and will be only showing, as you can see, all this customer has some due balance with us right now. So segment is a very powerful tool. I think we can take advantage of a lot of those things, and a lot of different, of course, all of that is also available in Infinity Report. So any report you create, let's say sales B2B, and I say sales fine, and I want to say in filter, if I go to filter, I can go and I can create a segment, medicine segment or a patient segment. So all the segment that you have created for patient will be available to you. I can click here, and all the patient segment, as you saw, I can actually create patient with say new balance. And if I want to see the sales of all the, so I'm going to say bill number, and then I'm going to say summarize by net sales amount. I want to have some, and I'm going to do this only for last say 1 month. There it is. These are all the customers bill number with a new sales amount, but only for this particular patient segment. So you can actually create a lot of powerful filters using this segment technology that we built it for you. There are other future plans that we have for you to explore this thing, but right now, just take away this home message that imagine you want to learn anything about your business. Who do I have to pay, who do I have to receive money from, what kind of sales are we doing with them, what kind of, for example, another one is a distributor with more than 10,000 rupees credit notes. Well, am I doing business with them or not? Do I have any non-moving expiries with them or not? So any kind of analysis that you want to do, but you only want to do on a certain set of medicines, customers, or distributors, you can create a segment, you can put the segment into a filter, and you can actually use that every now. If I define a segment one time, the best thing is I do not have to define that again and again, and every time I'm looking at the report. I can use that definition all the time. Right? In future, of course, we want to start having some marketing activity around that. You can actually send messages and things like that, but that's going to take a while because we have a much bigger plan for those things. But for now, every report, every analysis that you're doing, whether it's patient, whether it's medicines, or whether it's distributors, you can actually create nice segments. You can use it. Be creative with it. My team is here. Sai team is here. You can give them more ideas. What kind of segments would you like to create? And they'll be more than happy to accommodate that into the system.